joining us now with stories trending around the world with fresh energy.
You felt it, right?
It's OjyOkpe.
Good morning, Oji. Right? Good morning.
The room became energized the moment you entered.
Good morning, Dr. Abati. How are you guys?
Morning.
I came in and I was listening to you guys like speaking your language. It's beautiful to hear Yoruba in the morning. Good morning, Ayomide.
No,
how are you this morning?
About the energy.
To do a handshake. I said, wait for the camera. How are you this morning?
Fine. Let me get my handshake.
We'll get our handshake.
Okay, how are you? The energy you bring, you know.
No, I'm not doing any of that. Good morning, Rufai. Did you take my advice yesterday? We'll talk about it. Well, all right. Okay, hold on. All right.
Has that video come out?
Shall we begin what's trending?
Go ahead.
Well, all right. Well, good morning to you, viewers. Let's begin what's trending with the most talked about video on social media in Nigeria. It's a video which appears to show Edo North Senator Oshiomhole massaging a woman's feet aboard a private jet. The video, which has since gone viral on social media, has sparked massive debate online, while some users initially claimed that the woman in the video was his wife, Lara Fortes. Investigations further revealed that the woman is a South African lifestyle influencer, an adult content creator who describes herself on Instagram as a professional sugar baby. Oshiomhole, however, has now dismissed the video, insisting that it is AI generated. If we can pull up that video really quickly before we have our conversation. There we have it.
I don't get no rest, goddamn. I'm on my respect, goddamn. I've been running up a check, get eat my stress, goddamn. When she get that neck, trim. Get this movie star on film. My ring a shining star.
All right, his video
has said that this
is a poorly crafted AI-generated video. Dr. Baby AI. Whether real or AI, this video raises questions. If it is fake, who created it and why? Now, if it is real, what's a serving Nigerian senator doing massaging a self-described sugar baby on a private jet while ordinary Nigerians struggle? And those are some of the reactions that we have seen online. I don't know if you have seen the disclaimer from Oshiomhole's media team. They said that this video is AI generated.
Okay, we are in the age of AI. Yeah. We discussed that this morning. Technology is dominating our lives. Before now, if anything is represented in the media, the editor will be blamed, the reporter will be blamed. Yes. Oh, we were misquoted. But AI generates images, it provides pictures. So we now hear AI is everything, we blame AI. So that needs to be investigated. This AI cannot begin to operate like a witchcraft of the 21st century. There must be source, there must be attribution, and it's for the investigating agencies to try to educate us more in terms of these disclaimers that come from AI. However, I will speak in defense of Senator Oshiomhole, just in case it is the truth. And, media managers are trying to manage things. Senator Oshiomhole is 73 years old. Now, we know him as a labor leader. Yes. We know him as a political leader. Yes. Two-time governor. Yes. Chairman of a political party. Yes. We know him also as a community leader. Yes. Where he comes from, a distinguished senator of the Federal Republic. Yes. Now, if this is true, he has just added another credential to his portfolio, that of a master masseur. A master masseur. Because he was doing a... Why are you people laughing? Let me complete my thoughts. He was doing a good job there of massaging a young lady's foot. A very beautiful woman who says she's an adult content creator, and that broke men should not come near her.
Oh, you went to her page?
I went to her page because she also posted pictures. I don't know whether our own pictures are also AI generated.
Did you see this video?
And this is I saw everything on her page.
Okay.
And this is a tribute to the fact that Senator Oshiomhole in case the story is true,
In case.
you know, that he's still a virile man.
Yes.
At 73.
He exercises, he works out. He's very
At a
fit with
time
dance.
when many young men
Yes.
belong to Tyler's category. Tyler, that lady that won Grammy Award. What's the title of her song? Push to Start.
Push to start.
You know, most young men are in the push to start category.
Yeah. 24-year-olds.
This is a man that is a good advertisement for masculine power.
Sabadewe.
So all those people, please, as they say in Yoruba, let our distinguished senator enjoy the life of his head.
Is it life of his head?
He should enjoy the life of his head. And that should be an inspiration to other young men. The private jet, nobody has said their money is missing.
Okay.
So at 73, a man is entitled to enjoy his life.
Yes.
Whether he's married or not.
No. There has been no report. There has been no report of cocodry. We are not running.
Okay, so wait, a married man can massage.
This is not a moral police station. No, all the moral policemen and police women.
Yes.
You know, you just mind their own business.
Okay.
Distinguished senator, please continue to enjoy the life of your head.
Dr. Bati, so very quickly, Dr. Bati, you are the one that keeps talking about restoration of values and morals back to the family society in Nigeria. That if we're going to build a nation cannot be built without values. And that is the crux of this video. Yes, it's good to say, oh, he's this and that, but young people are watching. This is a senator, a distinguished senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. You can do things in private that you want to do, but the truth is that
it was the lady that posted the video,
whether the lady
not
or
the senator.
Whether the lady or the man, the truth is that at the end of the day, young people are watching.
Yeah.
There are certain things, you know, the Bible enjoins us. All things are lawful, not all things are expedient. Let me use that in this instance. All things will not be wrong to do, but it's not all things that are wise to do. And so in this regard, even though he's enjoying the life of his head, the messaging is off. The optics look wrong, and it does not justify the distinguished before his senator.
All right, he says they are planning to blackmail the people's comrade.
They should not blackmail my people's comrade.
They can't blackmail.
Dr. But you made good points. Very good point. I know, understand the moral. But you see, if the video is true and not AI, as he was rubbing the leg, what was coming to my mind was food is cheap. Food is cheap. Food is now cheap in Nigeria. Food is cheap.
We don't know the food he was talking about.
Well, all right. Okay, well, all right.
That
well,
food,
all right.
but this food is expensive food though.
All right.
It's not my level.
I think we have
It can never be my level.
No, this one looks like a food is ready.
Okay.
Food is ready.
I think we have dealt with the topic.
But
Oji,
I was just hearing food is cheap because you see, you are a private jet.
Yes.
You are massaging leg.
Yes.
You had the effrontery to come out and say food is getting very cheap in Nigeria. That's part of the cheap food.
All right.
The private jet too is cheap. So as he was rubbing like say food is cheap. Doctor, but you said you went to the guest web. I said it's not for broke men. It's not for our level now.
Right.
It's for high level like Baba.
No, I'm a journalist.
It's cheap.
My job is akroko. That's what I do on a daily basis.
Well, you
Senator
went
Oshiomhole.
there fast, Dr. Abati.
Senator Oshiomhole, food is cheap.
Right.
You see, Nigerians, you are seeing the food is cheap in private jet, rubbing the leg of South African mama. Food is cheap.
Well, all right, Dr.
Food is ready.
Dr. Abati, you went there early because apparently this woman has taken down her
She
Instagram.
removed some aspects.
So you went quickly and you saw it. But I couldn't even access her TikTok page.
She's taking it down. She's taking it down. That's a strong possibility that it might not be.
Well, all right. We have dealt with the story. Dr. Abati has said, comrade, enjoy the life of your head.
Well, all
right.
That's not a crime.
Well, all right. It's Nigeria, I guess. Now to politics. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's son, Seyi Tinubu, has appointed entrepreneur and social media influencer Obi Cubana as the Southeast Regional Director of the City Boy Movement, a youth-focused political platform aligned with President Tinubu's renewed hope agenda. Seyi Tinubu, who is the patron of the movement, presented the certificate of appointment to Obi Cubana in a video posted on Obi Cubana's official Instagram page on Tuesday, which elicited a flurry of reactions. Let's take a look.
I would first want to say thank you very much for your support to OjyOkpe and to Nigeria and to youth and young people in Nigeria, especially the southern region and the whole country as a whole. On behalf of the City Boy movement, we want to present your recognition letter, the appointment letter, as the regional director of the Southeast for City Boy. And on behalf of the City Boy, we want to say congratulations and thank you very much. On your mandate, we shall stand, Bola. On your mandate, we shall stand, Bola. On your mandate, Bola. On your mandate, Bola. On your mandate, we shall stand.
On your mandate, we shall stand.
City Boy.
On your mandate, we shall stand. On your mandate.
Bola, on your mandate.
All right.
Dr. Abati, on your mandate. We shall stand.
President
Obi Cubana.
Well, you know, the story has gone viral, really. I mean, we know that the city...
Are we not part of a City Boy movement too?
Okay.
Oh, okay. You'll be going to meet them at the back now. That's why you are casting yourself, Dr. Abati.
No.
Why did they give you ambassador?
Are you not City Boy?
Why did they give you ambassador?
Are you not part of City Boy?
All right, let me tell you what the City Boy. Let me tell you what the City Boy movement is. Let me tell you what the City Boy movement is. The City Boy movement was established in 2022 as a youth-driven support structure for President Tinubu's election campaign and has since evolved into a nationwide platform aimed at mobilizing young Nigerians around government policies. Obi Cubana's appointment signals a clear political strategy, leveraging celebrity influence to sell government policy to young Nigerians. This video has already garnered over 1 million views on Instagram. And I'll take some reactions. This is from Zoe, who wrote on X, Obi Cubana as regional director of an organization singing Tinubu praise songs is comedy. These celebrity endorsements and manufactured titles won't fix unemployment, inflation, or insecurity. Well, Chris wrote, business in Nigeria is 10% strategy and 90% survival. Cubana is playing the long game to protect his investments, but the Southeast isn't moved by titles. The streets remember the history books and the current reality. Let's see how this balance plays out. Well, another ex-user wrote, congratulations to him. He has the right to his political choice and people should respect that. I have seen some not so nice comments online. Please, let's respect people's choices. It's one person, one vote. Make your own choice. And of course, you would understand why, this video has gone viral, especially from the people in the Southeast. I don't know if you wanted to make a comment. Yeah, quickly.
I mean, so what do you expect? Obi Cubana is a businessman. Business interest comes first. He has a right to his political affiliation. But let's say it's pump and plain. A lot of Nigerians are not standing on the mandate. They are standing on the mandate of poverty and hunger and deprivation. They are standing on the mandate of a casino economy that is not growing. Economy that promised too much but is not giving the people anything. You see, just this morning we're talking about how they're saying they want to build a 1 trillion economy, but with 5,000 megawatts of electricity, we can't even do 10,000 megawatts successfully. I want to build a 1 trillion economy. So the other 1 trillion economies, they did it on 5,000 megawatts, right? So you see, that's the joke we have become. And if anybody doesn't see through this joke, then the delusion is on them. I mean, we can, in a mockery tone, sing on your mandate, we shall stand. But a lot of Nigerians are not finding it funny. And that's why when we saw the video of Oshiomhole in the plane, at the same time was saying food is cheap. People see the big disconnect. Dr. Abati, you said whose money is missing? Yes, but he's a senator. He's a senator of the Federal Republic. We, taxpayers' money, pay his salaries. So he's accountable to us. You can say money is not missing, but we've also seen how ridiculous these senators do with constituency projects. So he's a serving senator. If Oshiomhole was not a serving senator, he had no position in government, I would not have qualms with him.
All right, I want us to deal with the matter on the table, which is the Seyi Tinubu endorsing...
No. Obi Cubana has his own interests.
All right.
Obi Cubana will play his own politics. You can't fault him for playing his own politics.
Fine.
But for me, the politics I will play is the politics of the suffering people of Nigeria.
Fantastic.
That's why I said Obi Cubana can sing They're Standing on His Mandate. Life is good for him. He had a gorgeous 50th birthday. How many people can have that lovely 50th birthday like Obi Cubana had? But a lot of Nigerians are not having it easy for them. So he can stand on the money, but Nigerians are suffering.
All right.
And their lives are not any better.
Well, more on politics. A fresh war of words has erupted within the People's Democratic Party as FCT Minister Nyesom and Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde exchange barely veiled attacks over the control of the party's direction. Wike declared on Monday during the PDP's National Executive Committee meeting that he is monitoring developments in the Oyo State chapter of the party in order to see it thrive and succeed. Let's take a look.
Go back to estates. Particularly in Oyo, I'm interested. So, if Mr. Chairman, let me declare my interest. I'm interested in I'm interested. No more. Are you? I'm God bless. Thank you.
Wike is 001 in Rivers, 001 Oyo State. Well, Governor Makinde, on the other hand, appeared to respond directly to Wike during the unveiling of the Oyo State PDP Secretariat in Ibadan on Tuesday. Makinde declared that individuals he described as vagabonds have been removed from the party, emphasizing that the PDP has opened a new chapter because it has gotten rid of people who cause chaos and vagabondry within the party. Let's take a look.
In Yoruba land, we always say that if you see a house or a compound that is peaceful, the vagabond in that house has not grown up. The vagabond in PDP, they grew up in 2015, they had their time, and 10 years, a decade, they practice their vagabondsy in the PDP, but they have been expelled in November 2025. So no more vagabond in PDP.
No more vagabonds in the PDP. Dr. Bati, over to you. Cocktail of political stories.
Okay, I know that Minister Nyesom is competent enough to respond to Governor Makinde.
Yes.
But the word vagabond means a wanderer, somebody who is wandering from one place to the other. The only caveat that I will give is that wandering is not an offense in Nigeria. If you like, you can wander anywhere. There is freedom of movement under our constitution. But Minister Wike, who has now been titled the landlord of both Abuja and Rivers State, you know, if he likes, he can wander. After all, he's the landlord, so proclaimed by the president of the country himself. But the matter between the two of them, they can just deal with it. However, to the issue of celebrity endorsement, because that's the theoretical framework for Obi Cubana and the City Boy movement. The City Boy movement is not new. It was established in 2022 as a youth platform, and you have already given an apt description. Now, under that banner, you know, you can mobilize a lot of people. After all, there is a man called Rarara, who even has a special song for the president. In Nollywood, do you know that many groups are beginning to emerge now? Yes. Tinubu for second time. Renewal of Nigeria for 2027. You will find more of such groups. So celebrity endorsement is part of the process. In fact, do not be surprised. Newspapers too can endorse individuals. You will find journalists, columnists, people with microphones also endorsing people. It is legitimate. You can do it. You have newspapers writing editorials. You have media owners saying this is where we stand as a policy. There's no problem. People have the right to make a choice.
All right.
However, where the problem is the fact that ahead of the 2027 election, without the INEC saying campaign has started, people are already campaigning.
Yes.
But one of the reasons why we're talking for electoral reform, Electoral Act Amendment Bill, and the need for urgency is because there is another defect in that Electoral Act 2022. Sections 94 and 95 thereof. Go and check. Electoral 2022. It says that if you campaign through process, it is not an offense. It's not considered an offense. Even now that the National Assembly says we will give penalties. So people are already campaigning. They are exploiting that lacuna, that loophole in the law. So it's a problem because election has not been declared, a process has not been announced, and people are campaigning. So what people like Obi Cubana and others in Nollywood and are doing is that, they are diplomatically campaigning, but they have not committed any offense under the laws of Nigeria. In fact, if the media likes to, the media too can say, we have taken a position. And this is the president we want.
That's how
our request is that the opposition should be allowed to flower.
The opposition should be allowed to flower, and anyone can choose whatever party that they wish. Now, from politics to security matters, we go to Katsina State, where another bloodbath has exposed the dangerous failure of the so-called peace deals with terrorists, as over 20 people were killed on Tuesday in Doma, a community that had signed peace agreements with the criminals. The terrorists reportedly attacked the community in Faskari local government area of the state for nearly 3 hours. The local government chairman, Bala Adu, confirmed the massacre left several injured and over 100 displaced, with homes and vehicles torched. The Katsina State government had planned to release 70 suspected terrorists just weeks ago to sustain peace accords before this deadly attack. Now, this is what happens when governments negotiate with terrorists instead of neutralizing them. You cannot bargain with barbarians. Every failed peace deal emboldens them further. The question is, how many more innocent Nigerians must die before the government of Katsina abandon this deadly charade and deploy overwhelming military force? Meanwhile, reactions have trailed the fresh charges against former Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, and his son, Abdulaziz, as they face terrorism-related charges before a federal high court in Abuja. The Department of State Services arraigned Malami and his son on Tuesday. The allegations are explosive. Nigeria's former chief law officer now stands accused of protecting terrorism financiers. The first count alleges Malami knowingly abetted terrorism financing by deliberately refusing to prosecute terrorism financiers whose case files were brought to his office. Counts 2 through 5 charge both father and son with unlawful possession of a firearm and cartridges found in their home in Kebbi. Now, both father and son pled not guilty and were remanded in DSS custody until February 20th. Now, if these allegations prove true, this represents one of the most serious betrayals of public trust in Nigeria's justice system. And I'll take a tweet on X before I come to you. The Hope wrote, the arraignment of former AG Abubakar Malami and his son for illegal firearms possession is a serious reminder that accountability applies even at the highest levels of power. Allegations involving weapons combined with previous accusations of terrorism financing highlight how privilege and influence can be misused in ways that endanger public safety. Cases like this test the integrity of institutions and underscore the importance of enforcing the law impartially, regardless of status. I mean, I have, read both stories, one from Katsina and the deadly attack that occurred on Tuesday. 20 people were massacred. And now we are hearing that, the DSS has filed this lawsuit against our former chief law officer. And we've been talking about the idea of exposing these terrorism financiers and all of these. I mean, if these charges are true, really, really worrying at this point. People have said it's political, but we are seeing this massacre continue to occur in the northern region especially.
We've often said it that if we're going to deal decisively with terrorism, we must deal with those who are funding, who are behind this. We have heard stories around the fact that they come with sophisticated weapons, these bandits, these terrorists. They come, they have cash in foreign currencies in some instances, and that there's some people who are backing them for various interests, including, personal interests based on the resources that are in that area. Now, one of the things that we've also talked about and condemned is this peace deal that some governments have used as a strategy, negotiation with terrorists. And we've said it, and the Terrorism Asset says Nigeria's policy or Nigeria's stance is that we do not negotiate with terrorists.
Absolutely.
And we have seen that it has failed again and again. And it's only in fact, they should be picked up. Sympathizers to terrorists who come out to make excuses for them or say, oh, this is the reason why somebody is taking on acts of criminality and killing scores of people in these numbers. So what we are asking the Nigerian government to do, hopefully the community members can see, because sometimes they are the ones who opt for these peace deals because they feel that the terrorists or the bandits can protect them more than the government. I hope they can see that it doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
It has not succeeded.
Absolutely
it has
not.
failed in many
Complete
instances.
Failure.
What we should insist on is that the government provides security, especially for people living in these rural areas. Kari local government was known as a hotbed until this, peace deal was until it was done away with. So we must be able to ensure that Nigerians, whether you live in urban areas, in the rural areas, have a sense of being Nigerian because their government provides security for their lives and property. We must continue to insist. We cannot negotiate with terrorists. Awesome. Now, going on to Malami, I said this earlier, that this case is a very interesting one. Number one, because of the personalities involved, the fact that, like the last tweet had said, it's a betrayal of public trust, that the person who ought to have been the number one legal officer in the country is actually accused, allegedly, of abetting terrorist financiers. One of the things I would say is that media trial, yes, Dr. Batia touched on that, let's be careful so that we don't, the matter is in court. But very importantly, is that if found guilty, may this be a precedent for any other person who is found guilty of this act, and then also that this administration would be serious about going after these financiers. Hopefully they still have the documents, they still have the names.
Yes.
So it's not just about pointing fingers to the past, but what do we do now in the future to ensure that we tackle this and we actually finally show a seriousness to tackling terrorism by going after the big guns, the ones who are actually behind financing it.
Well said, Ayo, and those 20 people and their families, a really sad situation. May their souls rest in peace. Meanwhile, American humanitarian aid worker Alex Baber, who has directly rebuilt 35 homes, boreholes, clinics, and churches in Yelwata, Benue State, following the deadly attacks by terrorists that claimed over 200 lives in June 2025, has accused Nigerian officials of stealing over 4 billion naira meant for survivors of the massacre. Alex Baber says that the funds donated for the victims' families never reached the families and that survivors are still suffering in camps without toilets, food, housing, or medical care. Speaking to the press, Baber warned that if Yelwata is attacked again, the Nigerian government will be held responsible.
If something happens in Yelwata after this rebuilding, the government is liable. The blood is on your hands. We've come in good faith, with good heart, to help the people, to rebuild where nobody is helping. But you are responsible to secure your own people. And there's security here now, but we can't see that they leave in 1 month or 2 months. I can't come back and see that Yelwata has been burned and killed again. If it happens, you are liable. It is your job to protect them. And so I challenge you, I beg you, do your job. Protect your own people. The U.S. government knows what has been done here. They know the attack. They know that I am here. They know that we have rebuilt Yelwata, and they support me. Congressman Riley Moore, he supports what we're doing. He knows. He has the geographical coordinates of Yelwata. And we are all monitoring what is happening here. So please, protect your people. Do not let anything happen to Yelwata again.
Thank you.
Baber has been in Benue State, helping to rebuild communities. He bypassed government channels to rebuild directly because he says he doesn't trust giving, the government money. And he has been on ground to supervise these projects so far. I've seen the homes. I've seen what he's done so far. Really commendable.
Commendable. God bless you, Alex. But isn't it a shame to us as a country that it is Alex that is coming to rebuild the homes? Alex at least can get to your water. Did President Tinubu get there? Didn't they say because of the floods, he couldn't get there that day? After we screamed for him to go to Benue. Oji, the next story, I'm going to give you quick comments. Quicker like you've never seen before. My next comments. They said they are picking up Malami that he failed to prosecute terrorists.
Yes.
How many years is this government spent in power now?
2 years.
2.5 years.
2 years.
3 years.
Yeah.
2023
Okay,
to this time. 3.
In May.
May.
Yeah.
Why have they not prosecuted the terrorists? You can see we are not ready.
What terrorists? They've been persecuting terrorists.
The terrorist financiers. Why have they not prosecuted them? So it's easy to pick Malamina because he didn't prosecute them. But is government not a continuum? Yeah. Don't they have the dossier?
Yeah, absolutely.
So why have they not prosecuted the terrorist financiers?
Because that's what we've been calling. Thirdly, persecute the financiers.
Are you surprised that they killed people in the area where they did peace? But the question is, what's the difference between the politicians and the bandits?
In Katsina State. Well, all right.
We deceive ourselves too much in this country. When we are ready, we'll move on, I think.
Well, now, let's head over to Edo State, where controversy has erupted after a video showing a shrine belonging to an idol worshipper being set ablaze generated mixed reactions on social media. Well, in the video from Auchi, Etsako West local government area, a man could be heard boldly stating that the idols have no place in Auchi and that it is Allah alone that they will worship. Let's take a look.
The Auchi community, they've taken their stand against idol worshipping. There is no more idol worshipping in Auchi community, and they are taking action against it. They did not just condemn it, but they destroyed it. And inshallah, idol worshipping will not have a stand in this community. We are for Allah, the Lord of mankind, and only Allah alone we ask for help, and Allah alone we worship.
Well, in a subsequent video, a young man alleged that the king of Auchi Kingdom, Alhaji Momo, sent his candidate to destroy the shrine. Let's take a look.
Good morning, my people. Good morning. This is how the king of Auchi Kingdom sent his candidate to come and destroy our ancestors, the house of our fair woman. Now they see everywhere is set on fire. The Auchi Kingdom king sent people to come and destroy the house of our beautiful woman.
They say the shrine belongs to Orele River water goddess. I mean, we know that the Nigerian constitution allows for freedom of religion. Your thoughts, really quick.
Yes, it's section 38 of the 1999 constitution. Freedom of thought, conscience, and belief. And what it means is that as a Nigerian, you can worship whatever you like. Whether you are a Christian, or you are a Muslim, or you are an animist. If you like, an elegant word would be traditional religion worshipper. So the Constitution protects you. You can believe in whatever you want to believe in. Section 10 of the same Constitution says there shall be no state religion in the Federation or any part of it thereof. Now, what it also means is that the traditional ruler of Auchi, whom they are quoting, Otaru, the Otaru of Auchi, he has no powers to say this is an Islamic community, nobody can worship any other thing here. So if it is true that the traditional monarch of Auchi is the one who asked these people to go and destroy a shrine, they are guilty of a violation of the Constitution and also guilty of arson.
All right.
Aiding and abetting arson and conspiracy. And the question is, who is going to rebuild that shrine?
That's the question.
For the people. Because we hear when mosques are destroyed, when churches are destroyed, there's an attempt to rebuild. The state government should look into it.
Absolutely.
They should go and rebuild that shrine.
Right.
Anybody wants to worship anything, the Constitution says you can.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now we're here to hear from the monarch himself. We hope that we hear some sort of response. Now under a milestone. Today, we remember the life and career of multiple award-winning American gospel music legend, Kenoly, whose death was announced by his music director on Tuesday. Kenoly was born in 1944 in Kansas and was largely credited with popularizing the American evangelical movement and gospel music in the 90s. His early introduction to music came from singing in a Baptist children's choir. But after school, he joined the United States Air Force, where he joined a band called the Mellow Fellows that will tour military bases and perform around the United States. By 1985, he began full-time ministry as a minister of music at the Jubilee Christian Center in California, and later released his first gospel album called Jesus is Alive in 1991. His first major success came 1 year later when Lift Him Up became the fastest selling worship album to date.
Blessing and honor, glory and power, be unto the Ancient of Days. From every nation, all of creation, bow before the Ancient of Days. Every tongue in heaven and earth shall declare your glory. Every knee shall bow at your throne. In worship, you will be exalted, O God, and your kingdom shall not pass away.
O Ancient of Days,
every tongue in heaven and earth
shall declare your glory. Every knee shall bow at your throne and worship.
We are going
be exalted, O God.
Lift him up.
And your kingdom shall not pass away.
Somebody say hallelujah.
Hallelujah. What a career legacy. May his soul rest in perfect peace. On that note, I'd love to thank you all for your great analysis, as always, on What's Trending. Thank you, Rufai. Well, that's all I have for you guys on What's Trending today. I'll see you all tomorrow.
All of creation, bow before the Ancient of Days. Every tongue in heaven and earth shall declare your glory. Every knee shall bow at your throne. In worship, you will be exalted, O God, and your kingdom shall not pass away.